What up, peeps? It's your girl Dash coming back to you from Real Takes. Well, today, you guys, I wanted to do a quick little video in regards to some news that came out about one of my favorite horror movies I consider a cult classic. And I'm kind of glad we're getting more information about this. This, of course, pertaining to Candyman. Now, I'd already talked about this, I want to say, probably over the summer. I'd heard whispers, of course, that this was in the works. At the time, didn't know who was actually attached to this. And then once I'd heard that Jordan Peele came on board as a producer, I was getting very excited and hyped. I know everybody's loving what Jordan Peele's putting out. Of course, everybody loves to talk about Get Out. You know, I'm looking forward to his follow-up, movie, which will be Us, coming out actually next month. And from there, knowing that he's a part of just horror in general, doing other movies as opposed to his own, be a reboot of sorts, remake or reimaging of the movie, or even also TV shows. He's actually attached to the new TV series for the Twilight Zone, so I'm exactly excited about that. So needless to say, I'm happy that he's on board with this. Now, I know also a lot of people were like, oh great, hopefully they might bring back Tony Todd, because of course he was in the original. He also did, what was it, this came out back in 92, and then we also had him do Farewell to the Flesh, which was the second installment, came out in 95, and then I know he did Day of the Dead, which was Candyman 3. Now, that would be nice, like I stated, that Tony Todd would come back in some form or such, whichever, but it's looking like they might have somebody who's actually going to be doing Candyman in this latest installment of the Candyman movie, meaning probably a new telling of it. And it looks like it's going to be Yahya Abdul-Mateen. If you all know, he was recently in Aquaman. He played Black Manta, and I'm excited for him for that. When I saw that his name was listed as the possibility of being the new Candyman and the new horror, I was just like, okay, got the height, the prowess, whichever, and all that, can play off the look, because I'm thinking overall, not just the overall look of Candyman, but also in flashbacks, so to speak, like they did with Tony Todd and the character, Daniel, aka Candyman, what he went through, how he was accused of certain things, whatever, how they, maimed him, everything they did to him, torture-wise, whichever. I want to see all of that. Now, I wonder if that's definitely the way they're going to go. Secondly, I know a lot of people, when I'd heard that they were in talks to bring somebody else on in casting, and that was Lakeith Stanfield, a lot of people thought he would be playing Candyman, and that's not even the case. Now, if you all know, if anybody knows the first movie, they should have already picked up on this, but I don't mind bringing this up again. Now, if you all recall, of course, Virginia Madsen played the character Helen, and then with that character, she was lured by, Candyman's character, to what looked like to be a burning kind of like home, whatever. Kind of lured her there, so they could burn. Like, mind you, she had a baby with her. Now, from there, he wanted for them to all die together so it can kind of continue on the urban legend, so to speak. Now, she was able to break away from him and find a way to get up from up under the wreckage, with the baby in hand. And from there, she was able, when she escaped, to take the baby back to his mother before she died of her, her burns. Now, mind you, that baby was named Anthony. Now, Lakeith Stanfield's characters is supposed to be named Anthony in there. Now, they're claiming with his character, he's supposed to be kind of lured and drawn to this urban legend he's heard of about Candyman all these years. I could be far-fetched, but I find that very interesting that his name and the character, if he's still coming on board like they say he is named Anthony. And that's what made me think about this particular character, because I said that would be perfect to segue into that. Now, I will say this, if they were considering that, there would be nothing wrong for them to use Tony Todd, honestly, to play Candyman. I know he kind of put it out there, he had not heard from them, he would love to be considered if they chose to. I know with Jordan Peele being the producer, I don't know if they're going to bring him back in some sort of capacity to be in the movie, as some ways of paying homage to him, being that he was in all three of the original movies that came out back in the early 90s. So I'm curious about this. I know some people, I have certain fellow horror websites that I actually follow, and some of their Twitters, and let's just say some of them who are in charge of those particular said websites are not too happy. A lot of them, like, since Tony Todd's not in it, they're not here for it. And rightfully, I can understand their feelings about that. When I say it a lot, and I try to stay even keel because I don't want to come off like a hypocrite, because there's so many movies I do like that I would really wish they would not touch, and then some other ones I don't have so much stake in them that it's just like, okay, it is what it is. Maybe the reboot might be even better, so to speak. But honestly, some of them really should not be touched. I don't care how good of a director's vision you can make it, whichever, if the first one is. But then some people feel like it's a way of showing how much the love and respect for the original, and you want to, you know, bring something to the table in some ways similar to the original movie. So, you know, we have one case in point that's coming out soon, which is Pet Sematary. You already know how they did with Stephen King's It, whichever. It was a hit, whichever. I still like the one that was from the TV one, but that one did very, very well. We're waiting for It 2 to come out later this year, so I just don't know. It's just really interesting how we're getting a lot of reboots. It just seems like it's like the beginning of what looks like to not be nowhere near ending with the way at the fast pace of we're getting so many of them, whichever. And it looks like they're going with any type of genre. It doesn't even matter. We are getting quite a few for horror, so you just never know. But I'm going to keep my eyes open. I'm curious to see who else will be casted in the movie. I know the director is Nia DaCosta. I'm excited for her to be at the helm of this, and I'm so glad that she is definitely working with Jordan Peele so they can make sure they do just do right by the movie. Like I said, they're going to get some comparisons. There's no way out of that. The people are going to analyze this. I'm one of them. It is what it is, whichever. When you love the original, and this one, that first one is truly a cult classic, honestly. The second one, the third one, I won't even go there. Straight garbage. I'm sorry, but yes. So be ready. It's gonna happen. Yeah, I know Jordan Peele's at the helm, and I don't mean nothing. I still like the original. So yes, you know, it doesn't matter. I really want to see what, you know, what they're going to do with this, and I'm hoping with this casting is on par. You know, I really want to see who else will definitely be coming on board. Lakeith is a great actor. I'm looking forward to Yahya. I'm kind of still getting used to him and some of his work, so we'll see what he's going to bring to the table with this. So he better be ready, because that's some big shoes to fill. And trust and believe me, I think he truly knows it. So yeah, but anyway, you guys, comment below. Let me know what you all think. I'm curious, you know if anybody else remembers the movie. What do you all think? You know, lay it out there in the comment section. You're not feeling this, you ain't here for it, tell me so we can chat about this in the comment section. So you guys, I will see you guys on my next movie news. You guys take care.